You're impossible. Have you seen this monument yet? Are you really reading a book?
It's fabulous. This book is amazing. You just can't put it down.
Of course, Miss Book Lover. Who are you reading right now?
Well, we're in Portugal, so I decided to pick a national author, José Saramago.
José Saramago. I think I've heard that name before. I wonder where.
It's possibly because he won the Nobel Prize in 1998.
Ah, that must be it.
He was born poor, he did most of his studies by himself, and despite having won the Nobel Prize, but he never forgot about his roots and constantly fought for human dignity and fair society. He must be a great man.
Saramago, I would like to congratulate you once again on the Nobel Prize. You deserve it. You have an exceptional work, and your speech in Sweden, oh, how brave. I want you to know that I'm a big fan of yours.
Chris, that man over there looks just like the man that is in your book.
It can't be. I can't believe. Come on. Excuse me, Mr. Saramago. Is really you?
Yes, that's right. You caught me. It's me in flesh, José Saramago.
What a coincidence. I'm reading one of your books and I'm loving it. Could you please autograph it?
Of course. It's a delight to see such a young girl showing so much interest in literature. And since you like so much reading, why don't you buy a book from Sofia Albright? This lady is standing here by my side. She's one of the greatest Portuguese poets of all time. Come on, don't be shy, and ask her for an autograph as well.
Sofia Albright.
Oh, Sophia, that's a good idea. I'm going to buy a book. Bye.
Wait a minute. I think I've heard this song. Yes, let me see. Ah, that's it. This beautiful song I've got on my iPad. Its lyrics. This is our Sophia's words. Listen, Martha, come on, let me see.
Porque os outros se mascaram e tu não. Porque os outros usam a virtude para comprar o que não tem perdão. Porque os outros têm medo, mas tu não. Tu não.
This poem was written by you. This is beautiful. Writing poems must be really difficult.
Oh no, you're so wrong. Coming up with a poem is really easy because, you see, for me, the poem happens around me and it comes along already written, already done, like a gift, like a text that you hear and you write down. Yes, a poem comes alive by itself and the poet just writes it down.
Sorry, but I'm confused. I don't understand what you had just said. So, what is a poet? What does he do exactly?
A poet? Well, my dear, a poet is a listener, and making verse is paying attention, listening and observing.
What? A poet is a listener? Nonsense.
Who is that?
O poeta é o fingidor. Finge tão completamente que chega a fingir que é a dor que devera sente.
Yes, like I was just saying, you, Fernando Pessoa, are a good example of this faking, because you have lived this almost physical sensation of being not just one, but several human beings who have become your alter egos, different writers that you have brought to life.
She is right.
And we are?
A few of them.
Quiet! I was the one who invented you all. I gave them names, personalities, and creative style as a writer. You don't exist without me. You only came alive when my hand brings you to life. You, introduce yourself. Do you know who you really are?
I'm Albert Caio, one of Fernando Pessoa's heteronyms.
Enough. You.
I'm Ricardo Reis, another of Fernando Pessoa's heteronym.
Okay, you.
I'm Albert Camus, a poet and prose writer.
Excuse me. We know by now that you invented other writers. You gave them names, personalities, different jobs. But does it all came to that? Have you just written under a fake name?
But of course not. How could that be? I myself wrote The Message, my favorite book. It's about the golden age of the discoveries and the building of the Portuguese Empire overseas, which sadly came to an end. In this book, I tell the world that Portugal will rise again to glory and it will create the Fifth Empire, which will be universal. But what is it you've got here? That man looks just like me. Where have you taken this photo? Is that the camera you've got here with you?
It's not a camera, it's a tablet.
What on earth is that? When I was alive, I never heard of such thing. And there are some paragraphs there about me. Read them to me. It's all in here. Oh, but I mentioned a Professor Agostinho da Silva.
Portuguese philosopher who has studied and developed the ideal of the Fifth Empire.
I don't know him. Could this be another of my heteronyms? I had so many. No, that my name doesn't ring any bell.
No. My dear Fernando Pessoa, what are you saying? You must be confused. Yes, I was a great admirer of yours, but not one of your heteronyms. I was more of a philosopher, a dreamer.
Look, they're talking about you in here. This device is fantastic.
Yes, computers are great.
Look at what they say about you here.
Some of the greatest Portuguese philosophers, Professor Agostinho da Silva, Pope João 21.
Well, it's an honor to be considered as one, and to be amongst those. Especially that wise man, João 21, who was a great thinker and who has become Pope. Please, let me take a look.
This device is amazing. What a great invention.
Mr. Fernando Pessoa, I've read all your works, but the part I liked the most was the one about the Fifth Empire. I'd like to discuss it with you someday.
Oh, my works. But who has published any books of me after my death? I'm just astonished. Like I've said before, I have lived in oblivion for a long time. No one paid much attention to what I said or wrote. Are you sure about this?
But of course I am. Nowadays, you are considered the greatest Portuguese poet after Camões. Your work has been published and translated into many languages all over the world, and it's now studied at schools and universities.
Really? What a thrill! Am I famous? A celebrity? Quite as famous as Camões, the prince of the Portuguese poets. I could never imagine the Portuguese people would give me any credit for what I've written. But you know, the Portuguese language is my homeland.
Maybe that happened before, but now you and Camões are both well-known, recognized writers, and you are both buried here, in the monastery of Jerónimo.
Really? Is that so? Well, then, if you don't mind, let me have my tablet back. My friend and I want to visit the monastery.
Wait there, girls. Can I keep it? I'd really like to read more about everything.
I'm sorry, but no way. We need to learn more about Luís Camões. Because all we know is that he was the greatest Portuguese poet of all time. We want to get to know him better.
Sem se ver.
Camões!
prince of poets.
The greatest.
Ladies and ladies, gentlemen, my homeland is Portugal. I'm Portuguese and I couldn't be prouder of being one. I've devoted my whole life to my dear homeland, with my sword and my writing. I was a happy man because I did all I could for her, and nothing could please me more.
Com que voz chorarei meu triste fado, que em tão dura paixão me sepultou, que morrer não seja a dor que me deixou o tempo, que me deixou o tempo de meu bem desenganado, de meu bem desenganado.